for now. Summer still in full swing at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And off we go from Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Complete to open things up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll give it to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who burst onto the scene as a 7th-round rookie last year. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
To throw is Daniels. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off. Took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Looks good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos 7, Commanders 9.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
Washington takes over.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To the air goes Daniels. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
is...
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And some room to work. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's good for a Broncos.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. And this one is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. Now Daniels. And Diggs has it. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Daniels looking to throw. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, Washington.
First down, here's Krosky Merritt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Daniels. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Third down.
Here now, a 3rd and 20. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A 3-yard pickup.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing Nix. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
13 yards on the play.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and 7. Now it's Nix. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Lutz to try to add the PAT.
saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And here we go from New Orleans. Brown with a return here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Bringing them out, the Rookie of the Year runner-up from last season. Here is Tyler Shough.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit. And Tyler's got a lot of it.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Quickly to the air. Here's Shough. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to get about 3 here. Almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end. Because it's going to be tight throws in the contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Shough with a quick toss out wide. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So as much as the offense might want that last play wiped out, Brock, defense declines the penalty, and it will stand. They completed the pass, but they lost one on 2nd down, so now they've got 3rd down. Shough buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and forced a 4th down.
It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Bringing him out, a 9th-year pro who helped lead his team to the promised land last season. Here's Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Ooh, without much time left on that play clock, Coach Mike McDonald calls a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First give to Zach Charbonnet. He's across the 35. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped.
He's brought down at the
they get 19 on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground. And you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. They send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Second down now, Milrow. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Milrow looking to throw. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. Defender is there to finally make the stop, but not before the play goes for 27. And that's good for a Seattle 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Milrow communicating a change. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Changing up the call. On 2nd down, Milrow. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Complete to Elijah Arroyo. 1st and goal, Seattle.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to Elijah Arroyo.
So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
7, Saints nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for
Here's
Seattle.
Myers now to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Saints offense headed back to work. Let's take a look at their offensive coordinator there, Doug Nussmeier. And it's a chance for Nussmeier to face the team who picked him in the 4th round back in that 1994 draft. Spent 4 seasons with these Saints. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Here's Travis Achane on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shuck looking to pass here. He's under pressure and he's not going to get away. And they take him down at the 30. Leonard Williams. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. They've got to get 20 or more.
It's now 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Shuck's going to throw here. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. And make it 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. And that incompletion won't help.
Punt meets him at the 28. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Starting on the ground here with Charbonnet. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Offense going audible this time. Milroe here on 2nd. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Might have given his man just a little bit too much credit when it comes to speed on that one, Brock. Led him so far that even he couldn't get under that one.
Yeah, I think that's well said, Kate. The positive there, you felt that speed, right? You saw that separation. The bummer is you couldn't make the connection.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now, Milroe. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Milrow on 1st and 10. 4 of 6 throwing that football since coming in at QB. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. He goes to the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 41-yard line.
He'll go to pass on 2nd down. Wow, he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it, so it's 3rd down.
A gain of 10
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit.
3rd down.
They send a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, there goes Charbonnet. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. 1 quarter away so far. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. The field goal team is out, and if he can make this and push this to a 2-possession ball game. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. Sometimes that plant foot just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
The Saints come marching onto the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Play clock was getting low. Kellen Moore's going to call a timeout. They're down to their final 1 in this half. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this drive with Achane. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive.
It's a gain of
30 yards.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To throw, Shuck. And this throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down.
Pass intended for Juwan Johnson. Incomplete. Nick Emanwari on the coverage.
Now Shuck to throw. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Smith able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20 in the landing zone and almost everything else we got here today. The 35-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Milroe. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's going to be okay. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now stick with Achane. Defense gets there after a gain of 5. And it's going to be 1st down New Orleans.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Flush down it, defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Throwing, Shuck. Forced out to his right. Great work to keep this play alive, and this is going to be caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Achane, 14 yards. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Charlie Smith on to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. Lead now up to a field goal.
Seahawks 7. Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.